Welcome back. It's Lifelines with Mima, and we're treating the issue of our abandoned son. But with me now, I have my discussants, my team members, and I'd like them to lend their voice. Let's know what they also think about this kind of delicate matter.
I've been emotional. It's emotional because she is an innocent child of a boy. She came and come and suffer for what she didn't know what she even happened. So it's quite a horrible.
When you say she, are you talking about the mother or the son?
The son is my mother mouth. You see, in our parents is the century. The human beings are human beings. It's women that bring this discrepancy. But it's okay. And the boy, I quite sympathize and empathize with it because she is not easy. The trauma, this thing you women do,
stigmatized.
Thank you very much. It's women's words. So, like I was saying, the stigmatization, she is very 100%. So I think they need to do more. The mother needs to do more work. And we as a team, we need to do more work to really debrief the woman, telling her the brighter side of what had happened. The son, I think, for me, is a destined child. Because if you had her story that she did everything humanly and manly possible to evacuate the fetus, but he couldn't even exaggerate. So, but at the end of the day, this life has come to stay. So I think the woman needs to have love. She needs to have love in her heart. So at the end of the day, it's a win-win for them. Let them forget on the past, because it's each time she see the boy, it's like they are scratching the old wound. So I think she should just focus on the brighter side and forget everything at the end of the day. Because as it is, she is not a low price. She cannot satisfy everybody. So it's an idiotic expression. So let her focus on the brighter side. At the end of the day, we'll do party and wear ashimi.
Okay.
Thank you. You know, Malam Ajebo, I'm always on your case. But this time around, it seems I'm going to appreciate your quota for the first time. I'm going to appreciate your quota. At least you have done justice a little, at least for now, because I don't know which side you are going to be in other cases, as the case may be. But to me, I'm going to shift a bit of blame to that woman. This boy did not bring himself to this world. The blame that is going to be a little blame is not showing him love. I know you are a human. You are cross with yourself. You are angry with yourself that this happened to you. You have made a different kind of attempt to get rid of him when he was a child. But I mean, when he was still a fetus inside of you. As difficult as it may be, when a woman conceives, it's supposed to be a thing of joy. But granted, everybody knew, or we all know how it came to be. But in the first place, as a woman, nurturing that in your tummy should bring up this kind of love you are going to develop when you have the one that is even legitimate. Whatever the case may be, you are not growing a goat inside of your stomach. And now he's all grown up. He's even a graduate. But you are still, there thinking he's supposed to have died. You can imagine. The boy now gets to know even the story of his life. It's very, very traumatizing. But I'm going to beg the both parties, the mother and the son, to find a common ground, to forgive each other first. To forgive each other first. There are so many people looking for children. And this is the one you have had. He has come to stay. He has done well for himself. And by the grace of God, is going to continue to excel in all his ways. He is your child. Please, hold on tight to him. You are going to grow old one day. Do you have other children? Look at him. He's here. Now that he's regretting his life because of the story you have just told, it is not good enough. Please, I will beg you, please. You have what you are thinking that is making you to have this low spirit. And this boy too is having a low spirit too. How can we lift them up? That is what I would rather say we should deliberate on.
It's really a very sad situation. And the thing about the human mind, even in counseling and therapy, we recognize, and it's scientific, we know this, that people process and deal with grief in different ways. People handle pain differently.
Yes.
For her, she was never able to overcome it, because in dealing with the trauma, she then has like a souvenir from that bad experience. So she has to live with it in her tummy. She has to give birth, you know, the pains of being in labor, everything that has to do with pregnancy for a child that you didn't want and you were raped to conceive. So her problem is that every time she sets eyes on him, she visualizes that horrible experience as it happens to her. So he's like a representation of her pain. And if something hurts you, if something demonstrates your pain or pricks your pain, the best thing or the most logical thing you would want to do is to stay away from that thing,
to get rid of that thing.
As much as possible. And this is why all over the years she's been this way. But you see, a big problem we suffer as Africans is that we blame our problems on spiritual causes all the time. There are people that have been trained to help you through such situations. If she had seen a therapist or done some counseling when this thing happened, or after the child was born, or at some point in her life, by now, probably, she and her son would have worked this out and be living well. But she didn't know that that even existed, and that wasn't even an option. We have very few therapists across the country, and we have a very low belief in counseling and therapy generally. We don't really attribute our problems, you know, we don't feel solutions can come from there. We'd rather go to church and pray or give our malam chicken to quickly do something for us. Because you know what? She never got married. She never had other children. She never actually lived her life. As bitter as she is, she's still stuck in one place.
Yes. And I will see in support of that, the fact is the DNA of a criminal does not pass down to the kids. It's a characteristic thing. It's a personality thing. You can have even a father who is a judge, but the son will turn out to be a thief. So you can also see someone who the father is an armed robber and can become a judge or a doctor. So the child may actually become something and somebody real big in the society and the world. The child's genes are not dictated by if the person is an armed robber or not. And these are all the things she would have known if she had gone to therapy. So I actually do support actively that she should do that. It's not too late, because right now she's stagnant. She's not improving her life or her lifestyle because of the traumatic experience she had. So I think that would be a very good course of action to take.
What would you like to add to that?
Yeah, for the second time, because I want to believe with barrister. This time they taught them well in the school. Because she hit the nail in the hammer, and the thing have injured me in my hammer. So I think I quite agree with Madam Lizzie too, because she wore her taken wig today. So I want to appreciate her. And for the woman in question, she should put herself in the boy's shoe. And if the table talk, how would she have reacted? I think that will suffice.
Thank you. How about you then, finally?
Well, I'm glad we have come to this conclusion, and I'm imploring the woman again that don't worry, you're not alone. We are going to make it work out for both of you, and you're going to be happy.